Hi, my name is Corinne Cheney. Welcome to Corinne's DIY Creations. Today is actually a part 2, even though the other one doesn't say part 1. This is a finished project from the other one. There was a little mess up, so I redid it, and now it's in its frame, ready to go. And I also had to do the other side of this nice table runner. So both sides have been done and heat set, ready to go. It says thankful and blessed. It was part of our Magnolia Designs craft club for October, and that was really exciting to get that done. I really like that one. And today I'm going to be showing you a technique called hot mess, and we'll be using Magnolia Green ink, Pumpkin Spice ink, and Mango Mojito ink. And with this technique, you just take a scoop of each color. Where's my scoops? There we go. And we take a little bit of each color and just dab it all over the place. So we're gonna go here, 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 do a little bit more there. All right, some here. Get those out of the way. We need a little bit bigger of a blob there. Okay. And this is a fun technique, and pretty sure you'll really like the outcome of it. All right, let's do about that much there. There, down here. Over here. Spot there. And we'll do green. And typically when you do chalking, you want to go in one direction, but we're going to do little swirls to mix this all in today. And we might add more. And I'm going to get my longer, we'll just use this scraper and get a paper towel ready because okay, let's see. We're just going to kind of start going all over, mixing all the colors in together. And just keep going. Make sure we cover up everything that's white. Oh, make sure we don't get it on the pillowcase. And now I'm just gonna lightly go over and get rid of any of the excess, so it's easier to clean off. Oops, there we go. Let's clean that off quick enough. So, a little bit of water. Oh, let me lift that up. Make sure there's nothing on my fingers. Little mistakes sometimes happen. That's all right. So I'm just going to take a little bit of water here and see if I can clean that up a little bit. Yep. There we go. Make sure that part doesn't get heat set in there. Okay, now we're going to carefully pull this up. Nothing on my fingers. And you want to start it from the edge, but you actually want to get it from the middle so you don't stretch it. All right, now I put this in the bin, my bin of water. You don't want the chalk to dry on that. You can use your stencils over and over at least 20 times or more if you take really good care of them. Keep them clean. Let me make sure, I'll show you the full thing just a minute. I just want to make sure there's nothing on my fingers. And inside the cover, I actually have a little black mat that helps it just stay extra flat, which I really like. So I'll let that dry for 24 hours. And I'll then take this off, and then I'll heat set the pillowcase. All right, that's right. I just used that for heat setting the items earlier. Put that in the water. All right, before we get out the next project, we'll clean this up. You want to make sure you keep these nice and tightly closed so they don't dry out. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. That'll really help out my channel. Also, if you have any questions, just leave a comment, and I will answer them when I can. Okay, let me just grab our next project here. A nice 12 by 18 board from Magnolia Design. And when you stencil on any rough surface or hard surface, you need to fuzz your stencil. This is how the stencil will come. And you need to fuzz it, otherwise it'll stick too hard onto your surface and ruin the stencil. So I did not need to fuzz the one that went onto the pillowcase cover with the leaves because it went onto canvas. And anytime you do anything on fabric or canvas, you do not need to fuzz it. So this one's pretty big. So we'll do a little at a time. Ooh. And also before you do anything, because to make sure you put the backs on properly, it's always good to label, especially if you're doing more than one at a time. And where's my, oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm just gonna write up here in the corner. This way, there's one shiny side and one dull side, but this is just an easier, quicker way to know which side's the backing. So again, we're gonna, there we go. Nice and slowly. You don't want it to stick to itself because it will stick to itself, and I've done that before and it's completely ruined it. So pull it off nice and slow. And we'll fuzz it a little at a time. And a couple of times. This is the first time I've used this stencil. So we'll fuzz it a couple times just to be safe. If you watched my other video where I did the planes and trains and little boys one, I did not fuzz it enough in one spot. And the original piece I did it on foam board, and it stuck to the foam board and took off the paper of the foam board because I did not fuzz it enough. Okay, and this top right corner, that we should be good. Okay, now line it up nicely. It's nice because this doesn't actually take very long to line up because it fits in here just about right. So, and just want to make sure it's all down. I have a little tool here I just use to make sure everything's down so it doesn't get bled through and everything goes properly. And we're going to do that. And today I'm going to do this in just one solid color to help it go through. So it says Merry Christmas. And I'm going to use just a white chalk paste. And I don't have any of my big scrapers, so I'll just use this size. So we'll take a nice chunk and we're just gonna give it a little bit of pressure. You don't want to give it too much, otherwise it will bleed through. So make sure that I don't want to see any of the wood underneath. So just want to give it a good scraping. What I'm using now is a chalk paste, which is different than the ink I used on the pillowcase. Chalk paste can go on any coarse surface, paper, wood, metal, plastic, and chalk, and of course even on a chalkboard. And if you do it on chalkboard, you can actually change your sayings and do it throughout to different things throughout the year, which I have done. It makes up for a lot of space not having to store it. And okay, now we're just gonna go a little bit, not too hard over it. I just want to clean up all this excess so we can put it back in the container because you can still use it. And right after I'm done, I will take the stencils into my sink and wash them so I can use them over and over again. Okay. And there is a difference. Chalk paste has a black lid, and ink always has a white lid. All right, let's clean my finger off here so I don't get anything anywhere else. Okay, dry that off. And here we go, nice and slow. So if there's any mess ups, we can go back to it. And oh, this looks wonderful. Oops, go back over that R. You want to go nice and slow, so if you have some spots that need to be going over again, you can do that. Okay, let's see. There we go. And here's our finished sign. Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching. Like I said, please like and subscribe, and click on ring the bell for notifications. See you soon.